just
Hey
wanted to
there.
ask you a little bit more about More Than Me. I was wondering, can you kind of share the story of when you showed that song to your children and how they responded and kind of like how you do that?
I don't even know that they've heard it, to be quite honest with you. They're probably listening to some Disney star or something as we speak. But my wife was the one that really fell in love with it early. The song was so personal because I knew of the story of where I came up with the idea and those types of things that I really didn't even think about putting it on the album. And my wife, we literally had one spot left for the album, and you hear these type stories all the time with artists. And um, she was like, "Are you not going to put this song on this album?" And I'm going, I mean, I guess I can. We got one more. I really wasn't really thinking in terms of that. And it's just so funny because once you guys get to hear an album or a project we put out, or whether it's, online or whatever, it's so funny to see how so often those are the stories and behind the songs that people absolutely gravitate towards and probably love the most on the album. So it's kind of funny how that works out. I know that's happened a few times throughout my career, and I'm sure other artists have the same experiences. So I don't know that they've heard it, but I know my wife absolutely loves it. It may be one of her favorite songs I've recorded, and she's got a pretty good ear. So I've learned over the years to listen to her a little bit because she's completely 100% honest. If she hates it, she'll tell me that too. So.
No, that's a great song. I'm sure your children are going to love it when they get to hear it. So,
yeah, when they get a little older, I think they'll probably have a deeper appreciation for it.
yeah, definitely. I know you said earlier in the quarantine period that there were several things that you tried to do to kind of temporarily take the place of music. So aside from softball, or coaching softball, what were some of those things that you kind of like picked up? Any like hobbies or anything like that?
I clean my garage about 12 times every week, it seemed like, which it needs cleaning again. As far as trying to replace some of those, replace that feeling of walking on stage, I did all the live things, and seemed like every time I'd go on there, I'd leave it on, and then I'd be yelling at my kids, and I'd leave, and then I got people calling me from my label going, "You're still live," and I go, "I don't even know what that means. I'm still live." So I learned early on I better do some other things besides that. But I spent a lot of time outside on tractor. That's kind of my zen place, out in the woods with a chainsaw, cutting trees down. Just a bunch of busy work, to be honest with you. It's nothing really that exciting. I can promise you. But there was a while when the kids were home. We were, we have friends that have one kid that they were struggling teaching them. Hell, we had 3 that we had to teach all their lessons for the whole day. And I mean, there ain't a whole lot of time left after you do that for the day,